Unmute you. Unmute yourself.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Sound On. We took a short break last week on Thanksgiving. Hope you all had a great holiday. Today is episode 27. We're going to be remembering the Seattle weatherman, the legendary Steve Poole. We're going to be talking about Seattle's new Christmas market at Seattle Center, the Pac-12 title game, Huskies versus Ducks. That's coming up this weekend. We'll be giving you the lowdown on that. And Washington parents financially supporting their adult kids. Apparently, that is a huge trend in our state. Stick around to find out why. This is Sound On.
Hello.
Hi,
How you
Steve. I'm good. How are you?
Well, under the weather today. I've been sniffling and coughing a lot. I know our friend Kelly Coombs has been a little sick the last couple of days. I think it's one of those things that's just going around.
Yeah, why y'all showing up to work still?
I mean, we got a lot of work to do. We gotta keep going, you know.
Take a sick day.
I know. I'm going tomorrow. We'll see. I know you're off tomorrow too. We'll see if that actually happens. You know, it's been a really tough week around here, to be honest. Ever since we got the news last week that our beloved Steve Poole, who was the guy that was known as Seattle's weatherman, passed away after a battle with early onset Alzheimer's. Tyrah, I don't think you ever had a chance to work with him, but he was the guy that I grew up watching as a kid. I was a KOMO viewer growing up. I had somebody message me on Twitter last week. They sent me a direct message and just said, "I'm so sorry to hear about what happened to Steve," and that immediately was just like a punch to the gut. Just because I hadn't heard that he had passed away, and so I saw the message that his family had posted on social media, and worked to confirm the information, and got a little teared up. You know, this was a guy that I idolized. I remember, watching him as a kid on KOMO when I was in kindergarten at Sioux Creek Elementary in Kent. I remember that he came to our school, which is something that he did for so many schools across our region during those visits. And just remember thinking that it was such a big deal to see this guy who was on television locally coming and talking about the weather. You think about all the work that he did with KOMO over the years, 40-plus year career before his retirement in 2019. He started out doing sports, and he did news, and he did weather, and he was a host. I remember him doing the show Front Runners, did the telethons for Seattle Children's Hospital, the Museum of Flight, all the UW events. He was a proud Husky alum, school visits, Weather Day at T-Mobile Park. And then he was a big fill-in on Good Morning America for a number of years too. And it's such a loss. And it's hard. It's one of these guys that you idolized on television for a really long time. He was this great presence. Whenever he walked into the room, just a kind guy, just a really good guy. And I was thinking back to the first time that I met him when I started working at KOMO in 2014. And walked into one of the bathrooms here, and he was there washing his hands, and I was just starstruck. I don't know if you've ever had that feeling with some of the folks that maybe have been lost down in Southern California where you grew up. It's hard. It's been a hard week.
Oh, well, thank you for sharing your memories, Steve. I know it's been a hard week, not only for you, but for the entire region. I mean, yeah, like you said, I've never got a chance to work with Steve. He retired a year after I started, but not a day has gone by since I've worked here in the newsroom where I don't hear his name. I mean, his name just echoes through the building about the amazing work that he did, not only on air, but off the air as well. So I know he's an icon. He definitely made his mark, a really big impact on so many people's lives like yours. Another thing about Steve, the way he broke barriers. I was watching our special that we had on Tuesday. If you missed it, our entire 6 p.m. newscast was actually dedicated to Steve Poole. That was Tuesday, and you can watch it here if you just scan that QR code. But one of the things Steve had said was, I'm just this little Black boy from South Seattle, and to get his start at such a prestigious place like KOMO News is incredible. And for the longest was one of the only Black forecasters in the entire country. So never met him, but I thank him for that. He certainly paved the way for so many journalists of color and journalists in general. I know some of his former interns talked about their experience working with him and how he helped pave the way for their careers as well. So it's truly remarkable to hear about some of the things he did and the impact he had on people's lives.
There was a lot of interns that he took under his wing with, a lot of them were UW students that were going through the program at the University of Washington. And allowing those kids to come in and learn from one of the best that this market has ever seen. Just, soaking up all the knowledge that he had developed over his long career about weather and how the climate works here, and taking all that information, that experience, and sort of carrying it on in their careers. And I was struck by, one of the things that I've talked with our current chief geologist, John O'Donnell, is he had a big part in bringing her to KOMO after she was laid off from a job, and was pivotal in sort of finding this soft landing for her and bringing her on the team. And what a fantastic member Shannon is of our weather team, and sort of carrying that torch after Steve retired back in 2019. Broke down a lot of barriers. We know that a lot of you have been posting comments on our website and on our YouTube page over the past couple of days since learning about Steve's passing. This right here is a look at that special that we did on Tuesday night during our 6 p.m. newscast, and we just did that flow code just a couple of minutes ago. But lots and lots of comments, and I was going to bring up a couple of them for you here just to kind of read through what some of you are saying. Peace Malone posted this 2 days ago, saying my condolences to his friends and family. I met him briefly on his way out when I was arriving for work at a different company in the same building here at KOMO, and that happened years ago. Island 911 says the loss of a role model. Great to know that you projected on the air and also in person. And that's one of the things that we've heard time and time again over the past couple of days is Steve was the same guy that you saw on TV, just like what he was in person. He was genuine, he was kind, he loved people. Paul saying here, stunned and sad that we've lost Steve, who was always considered as the brightest and most credible newsman in the industry. Steve will never be forgotten. So many members of many of you who grew up watching him. Just remembering a really beloved guy around here.
Yeah, and we encourage you all to continue to post your memories of Steve Poole on our KOMO News website or even our YouTube page as well. We love hearing your comments, and I'm sure his family does too. I know they mentioned many ways people can help honor Steve in other ways, right, Steve?
Yeah. And this is, we just put up on the screen here, just a number of ways that Michelle, who is Steve Poole's wife, asked me donations in Steve's name made to the Museum of Light. He was on the Museum of Light's board for a number of years. Or Pine Gallon Hospice, which has helped the family out greatly over these past few months. And we post a lot more information on our website at KOMOnews.com. And again, this is that flow code. If you missed that 1 hour special newscast that we did on Tuesday, it's a really great job of folks coming on to talk about Steve and his legacy and the contributions he made not only to KOMO but the entire community with everything that he was involved in. He's dearly missed, and we're simply going to miss him and just cherish the memories that we have with him over the years.
And there are other ways you can help honor Steve as well. Steve, you're bringing back KOMO's Parade of Lights. Talk about that and what that is.
Yeah, so Steve was he was really involved in this series that we did, and this was shown for a number of years when I was growing up. I brought up our Chime In page, which is KOMOnews.com/chime-in. And this is where we're asking people to submit photos and videos of some of the most extravagant holiday lights displays that you might see popping up across the region over the next couple of weeks leading up to Christmas. So this was a series that Steve was a big part of. When I was growing up, we did a nightly series called Steve Poole's Parade of Lights, and we would show some of these extravagant displays on the newscast, I think at 6 and 11. I think the last time we did it was back in 2014. And oddly enough, I thought last year, I thought about, how great of a series that was and wanted to bring it back, but that idea popped in my head just too late in the year and we didn't have enough time to get started. But we ended up bringing this back, oddly enough, just a couple of days before we got word that Steve had passed. And
obviously with him being involved in the series so many years ago, this kind of transformed into a great way to carry his legacy on. So if you see any sort of extravagant displays, holiday lights displays, be sure to share them with us. And we'd love to show those throughout the next couple of weeks leading up to Christmas. And KOMOnews.com is the website to check out.
Yeah, I think we've had a wide variety of pictures come in. And by the way, I recognize we are dealing with some audio issues today. Thank you for pointing that out, Hawks fan. Bear with us. We're working it out. It's just one of those days where we're dealing with the glitches. But thank you so much for sharing that information, Steve. And yes, submit those photos to chime in. It is the holiday season. Steve and I have already been doing some fun Christmas activities around the city. I'll say holiday activities because it really appeals to everybody. We toured the Seattle Christmas Market last week. It's a brand new German-inspired Christmas market in our area. Here's some photos from that day. There we are with St. Nick. So apparently in Germany, their Santa Claus wears blue, and we are holding glue wine in our hands. That is it's kind of a staple that they have at German or European Christmas markets. It's a hot mulled wine. It's absolutely delicious in my opinion. But this Christmas market features over 60 huts featuring really cool vendors from not only the Seattle area but also all around the world. I mean, we picked up some really cool things, Steve. We got a cocktail kit. I got some popcorn. Tried some good dumplings.
Those were good. The bacon jam ones.
Yeah, they had a lot of good stuff. Wide variety of beers, bratwurst, traditional kind of European food. The owner who gave us a tour of the market said he did not want to have burgers, hot dogs, and French fries sold there because he wanted it to be a different experience for people. So this is a centuries-old tradition. Many German towns host these Christmas markets, and that's where the creator's from. So this is his effort to bring that experience to Seattle.
Yeah, and it kind of reminded me a little bit of what it's like being in Leavenworth this time of year, like a little taste of Bavaria or Germantown. It kind of had that feel in kind of a small scale, but it's really cool. I know that they've been trying to bring it here for a number of years, and it's obviously the first year at Seattle Center. And I think it's going to be pretty popular too. The lines have been quite long, but it's about $20, I think, to get in. But kind of a cool thing to check out.
Very cool thing, absolutely. And that closes Christmas Eve, so you have all month to go visit. All right, another thing that's been trending, Pac-12 Championship. I'm not a sports girly, Steve, so I'm gonna refer to you on this one. But we know the UW Huskies, they are number 3, and the Oregon Ducks are number 5. So this Friday night, both teams going head to head at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas for a spot in the college football playoffs. And I guess the Heisman race could also be decided as the Pac-12 conference prepares to see some big changes. So Steve, do you have a dog in the fight? I know, you're a Coug, so out of these two teams, would you root for one of them?
I absolutely cannot stand Oregon, to be honest, which I know will hurt some people. And as a Coug, you don't want to root for the Huskies, but to see them succeed, I think they're undefeated on the season. So to see them win tomorrow night would be a pretty cool deal for UW. So kind of I'm rooting for the Huskies for this one. Just because I would like to see them go undefeated and make it into the college football playoff. That would be a really cool opportunity for those kids. Incidentally, the same two teams met just a few weeks ago, back on October 14th, and the Huskies won by 3 points. As predicted, another tight game. But the Ducks have won 6 games in a row since, so they're kind of on a hot streak. This will be a really good game to watch. I'm sure the ratings for this are going to be quite good. There's going to be a lot of people watching that game tomorrow night at 5. Right on KOMO 4.
And if you want to go to the game in person, take a look at Vivid Seats. There are still some tickets available. I am curious to see how much they're going. From $294. There's some for $87. Okay, if you want to take a little weekend trip to Vegas, why not? Why not? You can see those teams go head to head. It looks like the average is between $76 and $400, so you can definitely pick your liking. But yeah, Friday night at 5 p.m. on KOMO. All right, Steve, how old were you, first off, when you left the house, and second off, when you we're completely financially free from your parents.
So I left, I think it was about 18, almost 19, is when I started college. So when I went over Wazoo, and they helped me out in paying for college. I also worked during school and got a couple scholarships and that sort of thing. But I think during the college years, like right after I was done, is when they went, okay, you're on your own. Good luck.
Yeah, I have a very similar path. Left the house at 18. Yes, they did help me with some things in college, you know, courses, rent, that type of thing. But I would say last year it really hit me when I turned 26. And, you know, when you're 26, the government is like, no, you cannot pay for your children's insurance anymore. So my dad was like, you're off of this, you're on your own, sign up for your own benefits. And that's when it really hit me. I tried it last year and I was like, hey dad, like I'm running low on contacts and my insurance doesn't cover any more boxes. Can you slide in $100? And he was like, absolutely not. You tried it. But we bring up this point because there's this new study from USA Today, and our state, Washington, ranks #1 in the US for the number of parents who financially support their adult children, and adults considered in this survey between the ages of 22 to age 40. So that's a pretty wide range. Over 71% of parents still financially supporting their adult kids. And so these parents who are in California, Washington, Virginia average more than $800 per month in financial compensation for their children. Washington topping those charts with an average of $869 a month. I'm trying to figure out, what are they paying for? I guess it's like things like entertainment subscriptions, even phone bills.
Yeah, I mean, those things that kind of add up over time, right? Like Netflix is what, $15 a month or something, or Spotify. And like you said, probably like insurance, like car insurance or health insurance, maybe the cell phone if you're on like a family cell phone plan or something. I have to imagine, and this kind of, I think, supports that it has to do with the current economic climate. Like we're dealing with high inflation right now. And everybody's kind of having a tough time getting by with the high costs for everything. So interesting, isn't it?
It's expensive out there. I want to take a look at some of the comments on our website. I believe you have that article up there. But someone said, Old Milwaukee, he said, join one of the military services and learn a skill useful on the outside. I did that in the Navy and am eternally grateful. I gave them so many years and they gave me a high-paying profession. Someone else said, all those specialty coffees and tattoos don't come cheap. Thank goodness 71% of Washington parents are helping them maintain their standard of living. A lot of different opinions on this. I would like to ask our people in the comment section, are you a parent and are you still supporting your child, and why? Or are you the child and still getting support from your parents?
Can you see this comment right here? This is kind of interesting from Ganar, I think, 85. As a parent, I offered both my recent college grads an opportunity to live at home and save money for a down payment on a house or a condo. They will never save enough paying over $1,000 a month in rent. So as you're trying to get on your feet, and I sort of remember, and I think you were kind of in the same situation as me, Tyrah, in that in our industry, when you first start out, you don't make a lot of money at all. So it's kind of a struggle sometimes. And if that had been offered from my parents, granted, I had to go to a different area of the state to work, but I probably would have taken them up on that. You know, thinking about, you have these college loans to pay, you're not making much money, maybe stay at home with mom and dad, and you know, get a little funds built up just to help with your success down the road, maybe paying for a house or a condo or something.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't see the problem with that. But let us know what you think in the comments, and what you think about this survey. I think it's pretty interesting.
I think it is too. I just can't believe it was like $870
That's
on average a month.
I know, crazy.
Maybe a year, but not a month. My goodness.
Well, as we come to the end of our show here, we did something a few weeks ago called What's in the Brown Bag, and we revealed some fun surprise goodies out of our brown bag, celebrating, I believe it was our 25th episode. So now we're at episode 27. It's almost Christmas time, holiday season, whatever holiday you celebrate. I want to do something in honor of the holiday cheer. So I brought back brown bag this week. Steve, your brown bag is behind you. It's not as extravagant and elaborate as yours was, but let's open up our brown bag goodies together and see what's in here. So
Here's the brown bag.
Here's the brown bag. I'm going to let you do the honors and pull out what's your first item in your brown bag.
There's something flat and something plush.
Pull out the flat thing first.
The flat thing first. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
It's for you to wear on air.
I have to wear. I'll be able to do this like creative lights or something.
It's like a paper tie.
Cute.
Isn't it cute?
Oh my god, I love that.
Pull out. Wait, should I pull out something or should you put it up to your shirt so we can see how it looks?
Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's totally cute.
Holiday cheer. Oh yeah.
Right. Got a little plate too.
And I have Christmas ornaments.
Ooh.
Reindeer. I'm gonna put these on my tree. Okay. Pull out your plush thing now.
And then there's like another flat thing that has like.
Pull out the plush thing.
Okay. Oh, what a cute little pillow.
What does it say?
It says, I'm dreaming of a farmhouse Christmas.
Yes, you are.
Yes, I am.
And you can hang it on your door at home. That. Now pull out your flat thing with all the ridges.
Oh, I think I know what this is. I'm not even looking at it. I think it's going to be like a ice cube.
Yes. It's a Christmas ice cube molder. So when you make your Christmas cocktails, you can make little Jingle Bell ice cubes. Yes, because we did at the Seattle Christmas market get cocktail kits. So now you could be at home, make your cocktail kit, support a local vendor, and have ice cube shaped Christmas gifts.
Thanks, Tyrah.
I think that's all that's in the bag. Is that it? I think that's it.
What alcohol or what drink did you get in?
I believe I got a tequila thing, tequila and some bitters or something. But that's at the Seattle Christmas market. There's a local vendor there who is selling cocktail kits, at-home cocktail kits. So creative.
From Pennsylvania, I think he was from.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah. I got the gin one. I'm more of a gin guy.
That is going to be delicious.
Gin, elderberry and all that. Yeah.
Well, that is it for this episode of Sound On. And as always, if you have an idea or topic you want Steve and I to talk about, please suggest that. Leave that in the comments under this YouTube page or on our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X. We're on all the social platforms.
And as KOMO News is saying right now, happy holidays.
Have a happy holiday. See you next week. We'll see you next Thursday morning.
Bye-bye.